One of my favorite things in leathercraft is a well-burnished edge. I could have an idea, make a rough prototype, and it would exist 2 hours later. I just wanted to do it so bad I didn't let anything stop me. My name is Peter Wagner. I'm a crafter in San Francisco. I've been doing this since 2017. Started off small, little keychains, little wallets, and have grown it into a side business. It's time well spent. So I remember when I made my first product, just how good it felt to use my hands on something, just to try and make a few right angles, put some rivets in, and have a cool finished product at the end was intoxicating, and I just kept kind of going after that. Now I just love the process of using my hands and making something beautiful and long-lasting. Growing up, I wanted to be an illustrator, creating with my mind something that I thought, putting it on paper. Seeing that was really cool. Rediscovering that creative aspect with leatherwork, put a little more fuel on the fire, and that became the vehicle to just keep exploring with. When I first started, I made a few things for a few friends, but I didn't have a storefront. I wasn't really selling to too many people. And then I traveled all of 2018, and I didn't have access to a workbench. When that happened, I still was thinking about leather all the time. If I saw a bag on a subway, I'd be like, well, how did they make that? What type of leather? Like, that bug was still there. And so as soon as I got back to the workbench, it was off to the races. I started in Etsy. It was still just a part-time thing, but I was able to make my craft a little bit better, figure out just the small things that I'm still improving to this day. And I say workbench, I didn't really have a workbench. I had a dinner table that I could put a cutting board on top of. I just still wanted to do it so bad I didn't let anything stop me. You know, I would take pictures with my phone, use that to post, and it would be enough for somebody to be interested, and I could buy a few materials here and there and keep the dream alive. Balancing kind of a full-time job and being a crafter can be stressful at times, can be the best thing ever at times. I do custom-made orders pretty much only. If I have free time, I'll make something ready to ship, but I intentionally create my business to be a little more low volume. The last thing I want is to have no joy crafting. If the orders kept coming in and I just felt pressure to get one thing out the door so I could make space for something else, that's not what I want. I want to enjoy everything as it's happening. Having the creative outlet from the day job is really nice. It does cut into the free time I have, but I don't really view it as a loss. I view it as just a useful way to spend whatever free time I have, because I'm doing something I truly enjoy, I feel I'm getting better at, and where there's sort of just exciting unknown that I'm going toward. When I think about my creative process, the important thing is to have a few fundamentals down. You know what your skills are, you know what you can make, and then you see something that creates a question in your mind. A question you may not have the answer for, but is compelling enough that you want to try and see. You know, I see crafters all the time making leather products that look like a bar of chocolate, that look like a block of cheese. When I made this baseball glove, saw this glove at a basement sale, it was $5. I figured, I can afford that. Let's see if I can utilize it in some way. And then I happened to have leather that reminded me of a dugout, leather that looked like the inside of the glove, and suddenly it just fell into place. It came out better than I even conceived because I didn't have that answer in mind, but I just wanted to see if the skills could allow me to do this and just what it would look like. I do this because I want to make something that lasts. I'm able to spend as long as I want on finishing touches. It's using the best techniques that I know to make something that's durable. If I tell somebody, you're gonna have to wait X amount of time, 2 months, 2.5 months, but I can promise, you know, this is gonna be handmade, hand-stitched, hand-finished, while offering it at a fair price, I think people are willing to say, okay, that's worth my money. And that just brings me a lot of joy. To throw my own creative flair into there is just icing on the cake, but it's really just crafting something that's truly quality when it's so hard to come by now. To think that, you know, I've made all these things that are spread around the world, impacting everybody's day, making it hopefully a little bit better, that's really cool. Advice I would have for somebody just getting going, not being too hard on yourself when you first start. You're learning, you're not supposed to know it all. You're discovering something new with every build you do. So be kind to yourself, take notes, learn from that. Then you're suddenly arriving at a product that's so well made you're surprising yourself, maybe is something you never even thought to make in the first place when you started. So make a lot, iterate, and you'll end somewhere that's really surprising in a good way. If you want to follow my leathercraft journey, I'm at Pelican Pete Leathercraft on Instagram. My website is linked there. If you're starting your own crafting journey, shoot me a message, let me know what questions you have, happy to answer, and you got this, it'll be great.